Yeah, it is going to be quite painful expanding the road network. I mean, some of the places where it's not quite as high level, it probably would be cheaper. I'd reckon over here, for example, we could probably do that already. Although, there has been some investments in the academic in here. Right, also, is the place of learning, so we don't have any other places of learning yet, do we, other than our capital? I think that is a no. So, that is something we should start working on as well. Like Tabriz, for example, do we have the higher learning in here already? No, I'm pretty sure that we've got at least the population. Oh yeah, we got 50,000 in here. Right, we already got the luxury clothing and carpets all open up here. I'm gonna open up the higher learning in Tabriz. Just in case. I could probably open it in a few other places as well, but I'll just do it a little bit of time, make sure that we got plenty of cash available. Right, so let's combine these two, and I suppose we could put it on rebel suppression for now, to keep things somewhat secure. We could even rebel suppression over there a little bit. There's a little bit unrest over there. Oh, actually. Oh, Abyssinia has a bit of unrest there as well. Okay, well, you know what? No, we'll just keep it as it is now. I don't think that one's actually going to fire. It's low enough. Corsair wants military access. How about... No. You got your armies there now. You fought me in multiple wars. That's what you get. Right, and I don't think... If Mamluks declare war on me, Corsair I don't think is able to join because of the truce. Banu Tamim will join. Dubeya and the vassals, of course, will join. But it is already going to be much better situation. Actually, how much does Mamluks have troops? If we were, just out of curiosity, if we declare war on them, that is still over 90,000. But of course, that does include Corsair, which normally would not join. Which I suppose they only got like 5,000 men, so it's not that bad. But we do have the Holy War Casabel against them. Right, I didn't realize that. Not that we're going to use the Casabelli right now. We are not prepared for war. We can certainly go faster for speed now, which means that we'll be arriving the war declaration next year. A bit sooner, I suppose. I'm hoping to get at least to like 13 or 14,000 manpower. Although, let's actually have a look. We've got 27 total, so 10,000 is kind of the max that we could have right now, unless we can get the max manpower a bit higher. Which is probably not that far, or that hard to get to. Alright, it was the coring cost that dropped our admin points a little bit. Right, is there any other... So what modifiers does this give? Gives prestige, local institution spread. It doesn't increase the... Oh, local material cost for projects, so that is basically construction cost goes down. We got another conversion done over here. How much do we still need? It's already at 41%, or 41.5%, so just need another 15,000 converted also, and it's gonna be done. So that's gonna be like maybe 5 conversions. I mean, Ossetia is certainly one of the very crucial helpers right now, especially with Karakajunlu not going to join us in the battles until we can improve the loyalty issue. Although, actually, how good is the situation there now? It's probably not great. At least they got a little bit larger territory. Once we can make them to kind of appreciate us a little bit more, let's say, it should help quite a bit in the long run. And what we may need to start doing is start converting some of their provinces into Orthodox, just to help them with the unrest and all that. That is bound to be following the religion change. Oh, okay, so we've got 11,000 manpower, so max is 28,000. That means that we'll probably have, yeah, 15 for summit now, which means more money. Well, we're getting 3 ducats right now, but it's still better than nothing. And, okay, taxation hasn't really increased. The total income is 50. Oh, the war reps have dropped quite a bit. Right. I don't think they'll be declaring the war until the war reps are over. Which, if that's the case, that's brilliant for us. Oh, right, the income has actually dropped even further. Oh, it's 2.7 ducats. Okay, so that number just hasn't upgraded or updated yet. Oh no, it's probably not showing that. Yeah, it's not showing the war reps in this number. Yeah, that's what it is. Right, so how is the aristocrats still have over 60 influence? War went down, Mamluk income went even lower. That's true. They're not fighting a war, are they? No. Also, the Liberty Sire is still 100. Probably not going to be able to do much about that in the short run, at least. Oh. Bohemia increased casual literacy. Well, that's also something that we'll need to start worrying about. It's not spreading into our provinces yet. We need to have knowledge production of over 2. Commercialization needs to be present. Oh, right, so one of the following. Admin Tech 31, year 1500. Oh, right, that's Admin Tech 31 and year 1500. Or any known country embrace casual literacy. And province needs to have commercialization present, knowledge production over 2, province has higher learning industry, and provincial invention progress, knowledge production. Okay, so the higher the knowledge production, the more likely the casual literacy is spread there. I think it will be mostly okay in that. Well, we've been opening up 2 new higher education provinces. Also, is this... Odisha was the one that we've been slowly increasing, although it's a bit high in autonomy still. Oh, we're building over here something. Oh, we're building the harborage. Right, I thought they built that already, or did they start that again? Maybe it didn't kind of stick, so to speak. So they'll need to build the remaining levels there once more. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit faster this time, but getting the harborage in there is going to help with the autonomy, especially in the Caspian Sea side of things. Right, so Corset is definitely now going to have some problems. And they got a bit of unrest over here. Or devastation. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of trauma in there. Not entirely sure why. Admittedly, not my problem. Okay, corruption is still going down. How's the provincial corruption? It's 65% on average, so that's a bit high. Is that at least going down on a yearly basis or not? Tiny bit. So we got a bit of a problem with that one, for sure. At least the nobility's loyalty is doing fine. We could technically get the cash dues for nobility, but that means even less manpower from them, which I'd rather avoid if I can. Oh, average known overseas autonomy of 90%. Yeah, we need to work on that one. We need to desperately work on that one. Let's see, is there... That's level 1 pathing, that's level 1, that's level 2. Is this... Azure Up Highlands? Have the level conversion done. I'm wondering, actually, if I was to upgrade... You know what, we should probably start upgrading the pathing going down south. I mean, the communications are fairly good over here. Even Tabriz has rapid communications, oddly enough. I don't know where they... Oh, it's probably through here. Yeah, okay, so is that... That's level 2, that's level 2. Tabriz is only level 1. But, like, the communications are, generally speaking, pretty good up until here, at least. But beyond that, it gets pretty bad. Or relatively bad, but it's just the autonomy is still bloody massive because there's so many modifiers that we get from the nobility that is hurting it. It's the hard rate for communications. Tabriz? Well, no. Well, I mean, yeah, the rivers do help quite a bit, but it's, the river, well, I suppose it does reach down here as well. There's also roads going through, like, this one's pretty darn good overall. Like, it's only level 2 pathing right now, which, of course, if we went to, for the next level, that would be even better. And the terrain penalties would drop even further, which would be quite helpful. We're potentially a few months away from the war against the Mamluks. Now, we don't have the obligation for the nobility on right now. We could put that on if need be. Or can put that on if we are declared. But I'm not going to put that on until we are declared. Because it's going to cost us a lot of nobility's loyalty. And I'd rather avoid that if possible. Okay, so we're still a bit low on admin power. Not getting a lot of Diplo points either. So what is the... Oh, that's more morale and cavalry shock in the Miltech 31. Interesting. So I did... So you got 31. Okay, so that means... Oh, that's why your cavalry was so strong. Mamluks have 28. Oh. Bulgaria has 28. What about the ally down south? You got 31. Okay, so that would be someone to be afraid of. But I think Mamluks we could take one-on-one. Well, on similar sized armies we could take them one-on-one. Right now, at least. But, of course, it's not going to be one-on-one, most likely, anyway. So this one is... Yeah, it's not showing the material costs yet, so that's probably going to start showing it this year or the next year. Rather... Oh, there goes the truces. Oh, right, humiliated rivals. Oh dear, did they already declare war? Not quite, luckily. We can almost get a claim on the Corsid capital over here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to the Karaköyünlü. Just double, yeah, that is a state that they already have a decent bit of land. Basically, Karaköyünlü is going to get to Basra. I'm going to get to along this border here. That's going to be the border. Like, we'll have a bit of a march to the west and a bit of a march to the north. Actually, speaking of marches, are you... Okay, Mukulistan is still willing to help you. That would be way too much troops. I was just wondering, like, if Mamluks get busy elsewhere, what could we do in the meanwhile? They're probably not going to get busy right now, at least. We don't get back at... Nah, I think giving some land for Karaköyünlü to build up some proper economy and troops would be helpful. Especially if we need to be fighting against the Mamluks all the time. Although, we're probably going to go around them a little bit, so, like... Around here we'll get to, like, Adana and Antioch and all that sort of stuff, and go along the coast there, so they'll basically be a kind of an area inside there. Eventually we might even integrate them, who knows. Although that's a long, long way. Right, so we still don't really have a lot of naval materials, but it's partially the problem is that, like, the industry producing naval is just not really worth it right now for us, because there's not that much demand for it within our, like, trade node. So it means that we won't be producing much, which means that we don't have enough to get the things that we need. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and get the claim now. Before I forget. We'll have those two. I don't think we need to have the spy network there right now. We could maybe get spy network in Sardabar. Sardabar doesn't have any allies. Huh. They only got 8,000 men as well. Alright. Well, let's get the spy network going in there. We do have a claim over here. Don't have a claim on Com yet, or... Oh, right, Semnan, we do have a claim. But yeah, if we could get a few more provinces over here, that'd be nice. And because Katenka didn't join Tehran, that was quite helpful. That would have been a lot bloody. Okay, so we've got 14,000... Oh, wow. Max manpower 31,000 already. So how much is that in terms of... Yeah, it's already 16 force limit, which means even more... Well... A little bit more money again. Although the war reps were getting about 1.6 ducats right now. So Mamluks, they have lost a decent bit of income somewhere. Now, to be fair, they did have, at the start of the stream, they did have -2 stability, so they probably had some problems with that. They got 19,000 soldiers themselves. That's actually about equal to what I have. Well, I got a little bit less, but that's not going to stop me. Oh, is this? No, it's still not fully converted to Orthodox. Once we're done with that, we can technically start focusing on... Maybe we'll go Derbent and just go with the 90% conversions there, just to make sure that it's not going to convert back to Sunni immediately. Oh, Alberto is skeptical. Missionary strength goes down, tolerance of truth rate goes down, heretics and heathens go up. Alright, well, it's actually going to help a little bit with the unrest, I suppose. Oh, right, what I suppose I should do is get that and that. Build the garrisons in those two, because they don't have them yet. And just level 1 garrison will already help quite a bit. That's a contract, so that's 61 ducats total on those two provinces. That's honestly not that bad. We'll still have well over 200 ducats for the investments. Well, that's going to be a few years. We could technically do some manual investments as well. How is the... Okay, oh, we almost have the trait value and ability to get the... commercializations to start spreading in here. It's so close, but still so far. Now, to be fair, oh, right, that is taking naval and industrial, so that is probably going to put in some demand for naval right now. We are still producing more than what we need. Mamluks paid for it. They sure did. In more than one way. Okay, so we've got, yeah, 14,000 manpower. That's actually decent manpower pool right now. We'll hopefully get a bit more. Plus, if need be, we can increase the levy obligation from nobility for a while. So, speaking of nobility, they still got way too much influence. Now, to be fair, if I was to promote a faction, say bureaucrats, that would lower their influence probably by at least 15. So that would be below 50, but we need it to be below 35 to increase this. Which is pretty difficult. At the same time, we've got 45 loyalty. We could maybe do something over here to increase their loyalty again. Grand celebrations would be 1, but that's only 5 loyalty. Unpopular relative, it's a possibility, but I don't want to lower the legitimacy too much right now. Although that would increase the stability a little bit. 7.5 loyalty. I was thinking, like, I need to do a fair bit of things. Oh, right, well, this is one thing that we could do. It's a bit expensive in terms of prestige. That would give a lot of loyalty, though. But if I do this, or rather, if I do... Yeah, no, I would have to increase the loyalty first a little bit. You know what, I'm just going to wait until some of the other modifiers wear out. Like, I know that we got at least the noble marriage that is going to expire in 3 years. Noble tenant abuse is all going to be expiring in, well, actually about 2.5 years. Noble concession is also 2.5 years. So we can do more of those, and then take away yet another privilege. Hopefully start to lower the influence a little bit, and that way we can start getting some of the reforms on the nobility done. Especially the rural governance to get into nobility from January. So that does have a massive impact on the gravity and all that. Legitimacy is important for autonomy. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Yeah, monthly autonomy change is almost, well, it's 0.0 now, so it's almost 0.1. Legitimacy is minus 25 monthly autonomy. Oh, that's actually not bad then. We do need to work towards that. But thus far, we've only had one small war. Of course, the truce ended, well, it was 1506 at the end of the year, so we've already had over a year before the Mamluks decided to declare war. Or between the truce ending and Mamluks declaring war. And they might not declare the war if they can't get their allies to help. Well, I mean, they still have the vassals, but the vassals, some of them might actually be rather disloyal. Possibly. Like, I know that... Oh, Dolgadere, how much do you have? No, you got 0. I believe Damascus had a decent bit of... Yeah, it's 39% liberty desire. Another set of conversions done. I do like the auto-conversion. Well, I mean, the automatic repeat of the conversions going, that is really helpful. Saves me a lot of clicks. Oh, did they end the truce or end the war with the... Oh, no. Crimea is just moving around the Caspian Sea, basically. They're being sieged down pretty badly in here. Who is winning over... Who is actually winning this war? It's indecisive yet. Also, Damascus independence. I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. They do like me. But there is no option to support their independence. There's the agitated for liberty, but we need Diplo 56 for that, so I don't think we can get that. Bit of a shame, though. I would love to support their independence. Because that is 7,000 men that we could kind of take away from the enemy. Of course, we'd have to fight the Mamluks to probably get that done, but still, it would be a good idea to weaken the Mamluks one way or another. And since we got the claim over here, we've got the level 3 mountain fort over there. So that is going to be a bit difficult for the enemy to siege down, I hope. I don't know if QQ is going to be building up anything in... Oh, they've lowered their army size quite drastically again. Right, they had 7,000 during the war, now they're back to 2,000. You don't find... No, it's just moving about there. Okay. I was a bit worried there for a moment. Is my vassal fighting their vassal or something? Right, I think I'm going to take the admin 27, although, well, actually, tolerance of heatings wouldn't be bad. I'm just going to continue the scholastic ideas, just to get that done. Tolerance of heatings means that the unrest in our provinces is going to be much, much better. And if we can get the knowledge output plus 10%, that would already get us a few steps closer to the... Oh, well, the idea cost going down is also quite nice. But that would get us a little bit closer on getting the knowledge output so that we can get the casual literacy. How much do we actually produce knowledge in here, for example? 0.4 units, and over here in our capital we produce probably quite a bit more. Probably easier to check through here. 4.5. Right. So we really do a lot of science. Oh, but we have lost at 1 point in development in our capital. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I'm sure that there will be more investments in farmlands and all that to make it larger in about 2 years. Or slightly larger, at least. How's the commercialization going? It's going slowly. It's still spreading in like 4 provinces. Actually, no. It's also spreading into Tehran now. So it's spreading into 5 provinces. Of all the provinces that I have. It's already 50% in Tabriz, almost 25 at Baku. And there's about 26 in Hamadan. Tehran has a 3.2, and we got almost 54% in Derbent. I'm kind of hoping that we could get enough trade power in here, or trade value. Oh, it's 4.9 now, so we are very close to getting the institution spreading into our capital as well. And since it is an important center for learning, I believe it is going to spread faster into here. At least I'm hoping that it will. Right, Magulistan, you are still probably allied to... Yeah, you're allied to a lot of nations. Double checking. Yeah, Jampur and the other ally will join as well. If I was to declare war on you, though, I'm not going to do that. Just putting it out there, but like having a look, so it would still be 50,000, a bit beyond what I can do. Oh, Fadl. Oh, you're guaranteed by Sardabar. Ah, interesting. Okay, it does have a claim on there. They would potentially destroy that nation. I believe it is a 1 province minor. Did the harbourage not upgrade? It did not. First of all, it could do that manually. Let's have a look at that. So it would be harbourage level 3. I'm pretty sure that since they got multiple or partial levels already in there. Infrastructure. Harbourage, rank 3. Has a contract. It's only 50 ducats now, so it's not too bad. That's hopefully going to get us to the level 3, and that is no doubt going to help with a lot of this coastline over here, thanks to the river going through, and probably a lot of other provinces as well. Plus, it's also going to maybe have a bit of demand for the naval materials, which means that there's actually going to be some value in producing it. Oh, Ansung is now a bold fighter. Well, I'll be. Not entirely surprised, to be fair, but I'll be. There we go, another sort of conversion stone. Yeah, true, it also increases the commerce and all that. You're not wrong. Oh wow, demanded labor is like a tiniest bit of residence. That's all it needs. Let's actually double check. Is that already like almost at the max level? Pathing is 24 out of 39. Harbours, yeah, it needs like just 4 points in there to be upgraded to level 3. Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, we're not far off from getting... Oh, actually, I could get a claim over here. You know what? I will probably do that. Although... Oh, you know what? I can take this area. It doesn't need to go to Karakum. We'll delegate more lands in south. And maybe a little bit in, like, Syria and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we'll get a claim over there. Because we got the spy network, might as well utilize it. Others finish the war? Oh yeah, they probably did. Oh, it was a white peace. Because Ottomans were called into the war, they didn't actually start the war. Alright then. Well, that's a lot of manpower spent for nothing. Which is fine by me. Tolerance of heating goes up. Excellent. They're not far off from getting their Diplo 27. Hoping that's going to be good. Yeah, that is... Well, that might actually be done already next month. Or maybe it doesn't factor in all the costs required. But it might not be done next... well, in January, or it might be. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of troops walking around there now. Okay, so do the Ottomans still hate me? They probably do. I could probably improve relations with them. Oh, I could try to become their tributary. I don't think I want to do that, but it's technically possible. Actually, no, they wouldn't even take that deal. Never mind. But yeah, improve relations. We don't need the diplomats. Oh, I mean, we got one already in here. Target threats. Right, so we can maybe free that one up instead. Next year is going to be another investment year. It's probably going to be quite a bit of money put into the economy, which is good for the long run. And especially, like, our economy has improved drastically. And next year is actually the point where the war reparations end. So our economy is going to take a bit of a hit from that. Right, so let's have a look at debility. It Did not complete it yet. I think, yeah, it just didn't factor in the correct cost there. But now we'll need a decent bit of naval and industrial, and a bit of residence for the workforce there, but that's not going to be a problem. Are we building anything elsewhere? Oh, we got a Casus Belli against Dolgadier, excellent. Which shouldn't really surprise us, to be fair.